Okay, here we go. Video number 2 of why Megaforce sucks compared to other seasons. Okay, remember if we look at the Mighty Morphin fight choreography in Zeo and Turbo, they use a lot of they did a lot of their own stunts because the actors were actually martial artists, starting in more in space and all the way to RPM. They started using stuntmen, more so the Disney era. We see it more obviously in the Disney era. I'm gonna highlight that. The fact that those stunts were actually very extremely well coordinated and stuff. If you look at RPM and Jungle Fury, Overdrive I'm not using because Overdrive had good choreography, but they really overdid it. Overdrive and Mystic Force really overdid the explosions and special effects. It got toned down in Jungle Fury, and that got really, really toned down in RPM, and that's a good thing. If we look at Jungle Fury and RPM, there's a lot of unmorphed original fight footage where they're fighting and they're using stuntmen and they're covering, and it's very well choreographed. It's very interesting, especially and Jungle Fury, specifically Jungle Fury, because it's a martial arts season. They had a lot of training footage where they would train in the forest and they would fight each other unmorphed in their civilian clothes, but it was stuntmen, but it was still very good fight choreography. Even morphed fights. They had a lot of Disney seasons and the post-Zordon era Saban seasons had a lot of original fight footage that had extremely good choreography. Then we move on to Samurai, and it's all Sentai footage. Like, whenever there was original footage, it was morphed, and it wasn't very long. There wasn't really any fighting. They quickly transitioned into Sentai fighting footage. And the unmorphed fight scenes didn't really use stuntmen. They did a couple times, but some of the time when they were unmorphed, they didn't really fight. We see that in the premiere episode of the Super Samurai season. That wasn't good at all. It really wasn't. And then we saw Jaden and Antonio fighting. That wasn't good either. That's really bad. And yet people are going, the training sequences. The training sequences in Samurai sucked. People are arguing with me. They're saying Samurai had training sessions. Compare Samurai to Jungle Fury and Ninja Storm. Jungle Fury and Ninja Storm had fantastic training sessions. But the other ones in Samurai were horrible. Because the ones in Samurai, they flip their swords around, and they run around, and they hit each other with sticks. Jungle Fury was intense. Check out Jungle Fury. They had intense training sessions. And then we moved to Megaforce. Megaforce, the fact that Saban, in the Saban brand in Samurai established the fact that we're not going to see American footage, original footage anymore, that's just sad. And then we go to Megaforce, and people got all excited, and they're like, oh, they're going old school with the unmorphed fight footage. That one scene where Troy wasn't there, and Gia and Noah and Jake were fighting, that was really done. The fact that people were saying they're going retro is stupid, because RPM had unmorphed fight footage. There's no retro about it. It's what Power Rangers is supposed to be. Megaforce is doing something ridiculous, and when they do insert original fight footage, people are getting excited about it, which is a sad thing because it's not supposed to be something to be excited about. It's supposed to be a standard in the current formula of the Power Rangers. Okay? And it wasn't good. You saw how they fought. It was very bad. They did some of their own stunts, and it wasn't very good. When they did use stuntmen, it was very bad. Compare that to the Disney fight scenes, which were really, really, really good with the stunt work. Megaforce is making it awfully ridiculous. They're not utilizing their resources. And then we look at Samurai unmorphed fight scenes and morphed fight scenes. Most of the morphed fight scenes are Sentai footage. And then the unmorphed stuff, specifically the training sessions, really, really suck. Okay? Really. Really bad. I'm sorry. It's not good. That's why people get excited about original fight scenes, which is really pathetic because it's not something to be excited about. It's supposed to be a standard. It's supposed to be, that's what makes Power Rangers Power Rangers. You insert your own stuff. You don't overuse all the footage like they have been. And it's really bad. Okay? Yeah. I'll just throw this in real quickly. The fact that Power Rangers Samurai had no originality, which is really sad. No, I'll save that for another video. I'll talk to you, I'll mention it. Okay, I'll talk about it real briefly. People were excited about the fact that up until from Mighty Morphin to RPM, a lot of the producers and writers and the production crew struggle with the fact that they don't know how the Sentai season ends, so it's hard to work with stuff like the Triassic Ranger. They didn't know the Triassic Ranger was just a Red Ranger upgrade. They thought it was a Sixth Ranger type thing. So that type of stuff screwed up production. It made it really hard. And then when we heard that Saban Brands purchased Power Rangers back, everyone was excited about how Shinkenger had already aired, so everyone would be like, oh, yay, good. They can review the whole season and they can make something original because they know how it works. And what did we get? We got Google Translate. That's right, that's what we got. And it wasn't even good Google Translate. It was like some really, really bad version of it. They didn't even do it right. It was really bad. Horrible, pathetic, one of the worst seasons ever. I'm sorry, it's the truth. And if you don't acknowledge that, then you got a serious problem, okay? So, that's the truth. And you gotta live with it. Don't. And if you're gonna argue with me in the comments, give me reasons. Please don't just shout out you're an idiot and stuff. I mean, I'm not. You are if you're gonna do that. Don't give me your baseless opinion, okay? As a great professor once told me, don't give me your baseless opinion. Give me evidence. Give me supporting evidence, because I can give you a whole bunch of evidence supporting my side. Why don't you do the same for yours? Oh wait, you don't want to because you're lazy as hell. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna make another video soon. Okay, bye bye.